G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video we're going to be running through a couple of teams that you could be running your newly EZA'd TEQ Android 17 and 18 on. So they look to be a really impressive EZA, and as you can see here they don't have any restrictions on their kit. Obviously they provide that Android support, but that means that they can literally be thrown on any of these teams here and they're going to be effective. But yeah, for the sake of the video, we'll go through which ones I think are probably some of the best suited. The first one here is the AGL Android 16. So I don't have a copy of him, so ignore my int 16. You're going to assume that he's the AGL 16, and then this physical MVP 17 is the new banner unit 17. And this team here could be pretty deadly. Having a 16 on each rotation, you're going to have amazing support overflowing there. You'll be able to get the unit super off by running this guy on rotation and him on rotation, and then you're going to be able to float the int 19 and Giro for that support and potential healing. This guy's got orb changing and healing, and then this 17 is just going to be a solid unit to run on the team. Other handy thing is this guy creates tech key spheres that can be useful over, like, exchanging over rotations for the 17 and 18 here. So if you do have the AGL Android 16 here, definitely going to be the best place to run the newly EZA'd 17 and 18. Let me just skip over that one because we're going to go to that team later. Another place you could run is just an STR Goku team, so Future Saga, and then we've combined that with Fused Fighter here. As I said, no restrictions on the kit, so they can be easily used for their utility as a floater. They got the orb changing, the Ghost Usher, and that's what we do on this team here. So I'd be running the physical Super Saiyan 4s alongside the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then run STR Goku with the physical Vegeta Blue is just the example that I've used here. You could easily jump in, grab someone, say like Tech Vegeta, or you could run the Tech Gods and go something like this. But the main thing is that you'd be floating the Tech 1718 and also the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I've done a pretty motley Android Cell Saga team here. It's essentially just the Androids team, so probably no real need to run through this one here. But yeah, if you wanted to utilize that for missions, obviously again replace the Androids with the AGL 16, which sort of makes you think, why wouldn't you run just that guy as a leader instead? But for the sake of this video, we're going to be going in and using the STR Cell team here. So very powerful leader skill. It gives you access to the physical Omega, which is one of the best combos that you are able to run. We're not actually going to be able to utilize his domain straight away though, because we do have the STR Cell domain here. AGL Rose started off in slot 7, that's pretty annoying. But we do have a bunch of tech key spheres here right off the bat, and I think we're going to be able to take advantage of that because we'll then be able to get the heal going into next rotation. Remember with Cell, the STR one, that being, honestly it doesn't matter if you die early on because you're just going to be able to get that revive on, so he does sort of give you that turn of freedom, I guess we'll call it. So yes, so that'll be nice. Looking at that next rotation, physical Omega, we will be able to get him big bad bosses, so potentially we could just rock him in slot 1. The plan was definitely to get STR Rose next to him, and that definitely gives it, like, that's one of the best extreme class rotations that you can rock with. Oh no, Cell's gone. As I said, we're not worried about Cell getting cooked early on. All that does is give us more more part of his passive active. So now that the friend STR Cell will be looking a lot better as well. We get our heal off and kapow. So now we go in against the Goten. That's so many orbs. I feel like we have to, don't we? Like, let's see what the stats look like here. We're going to take a bunch of damage and then we're going to heal that back. So they're at 824. There you go. I thought they possibly... We don't have a lot of their Android links active, so maybe that's what's hurting us there. We're again going to take damage, heal it back, and then we'll grab that to heal that back even further. So that we didn't get the dodge. 660k. But on the other end there, they pump out a 55 million super. So they do have a guaranteed additional now as well. And I know we're not going into the most difficult stage in the world, but I am a little bit strapped for time. So I can't really jump into one of those higher difficulty runs, sort of like a long extended red zone or whatnot. And really, you guys are just here for the team builds anyway. So yeah, that sort of is fine on that front. Omega cancels the attack. We didn't get him to 24 keys, so that's why he was missing out on quite a bit of his stats. And then we've got the my STR cell in slot 3. Yeah, he's got type advantage. He's got the extra parts of his passive active thanks to the revive. So he should get the finish here. Bang, there's that crit. And then you got the fusion into part 2 here. We get the transformation into second form cell. So Kapow, and then we've got STR Rose, who we will be looking to float off. So we can pop that. And then what we can do is go heal there. Gets us up to 22. And then we can get a heal with that up to 37. Grab that with you there. So let's see what this looks like. This was the cell that did get the revive off as well. So Kapow is the first one. Or is this fight longer than I remembered? I would like to wrap this up in the next couple of minutes. So let's see what type of damage we can get done with the physical Omega next rotation. We will be able to pop the Ghost Usher. We can then also get the Res and Big Bad. We can get the Domain. We get Big Bad bosses from the AGL Rose. AGL Rose is also going to be providing support as well, so that should work really effectively. We got 285k HP to play with here. AGL Cell will also transform into Perfect from that next rotation as well, so that's really going to help our damage front. When AGL Cell does get to his perfect stage, he can go pretty nutty. So STR Rose, starting off in slot 7 was definitely not ideal on any front. Yeah, really just did sabotage having our key rotation set. But anyway, so he gets supered by Gotenks here. Oh wow, he took 400k and bit the bullet. Wow, that is actually pretty surprising. But anyway, as I said, the best place to rock this team here is going to be for the AGL Android 16 with the banner unit Android 17. But yeah, let me know where you're going to be running these guys, because realistically I do see them as being able to be run on any of these teams, because they've got that active skill right here where you're literally just getting a free turn. So insanely powerful, and they're going to be a really good EZA, even if we didn't get to showcase it too much in this video. So let me know your thoughts on them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.